Oh, this one wants vengeance because this one's an idiot, apparently.
Oh, I thought they were all screaming vengeance.
No, just this one was screaming vengeance. This one. I mean, funnily enough.
All right, we are live. Oh, okay.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Roll for Initiative. We're going to be trying some new things today. Got some new tech running, so hopefully it all works. Welcome back to another episode. Where we left off, our party had just cleared out the keep of the Blood Clan, killing Helden, who turned out to be a werewolf, earlier than I had wanted them to know that, or kill him. And we're marching along towards the entrance with the werewolf's body as a NPC, little bandit, or a cult member, went running out of the keep, shouting, "They've killed Helden, they've killed him, attack." So, with that being said, what are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna keep carrying the body towards the door. These two can do as they wish.
I guess I'll run up to the door and prepare for an attack.
Yeah, I guess I'll follow up there too.
Alright.
See, I'm gonna step out the door just with the carrying the werewolf over my shoulders.
Okay. So, where did that go? Nope.
Also, what kind of door is this? I'm just curious.
All right, so this is a giant wooden door with a heavy barricade on the inside.
One of the big bars?
Yep, one of those, like a giant big plank of wood that can go down.
Perfect.
So, you step out with the body?
Yes.
Okay. You step out onto a hill, and I guess I can pull up the keep, or the place, so we can get an idea of what it looks like.
I wish I had thaumaturgy. Is there like a staircase up to the door of this keep, or is it just on this? Is it just level on the plateau?
It is level on the plateau.
Okay. Are there people on this upper level?
Yes. So right now it's about 7:30, and looking out, in the last light of the day, you can see fires at pretty much every camp, and you can see people walking in and out of their camps. From what you've gathered over the last 3 days, the cult members basically spend all day working, and then come dinner, they tend to return to either the bar or they go to their tents to unwind and do menial stuff, clothes, do their laundry, relax, whatever hobbies they might have in a cult.
Cool. So, never mind. Not gonna go there. So what do I see happening when I step out then?
You see a cult member screaming, fairly hysterical at this point. And
are they near me or are they running away still?
They're running away still. They're running down the path to try and alert as many people as possible.
Dang it.
Looking out at the camps, roll me a perception check.
Roll a perception check. Perception.
Okay, an 11. As the sun is starting to fade, it's harder to see the people in the further off camps, but you are able to see the surrounding camps on the same level as you. There are a few people who are looking towards the entrance. A few of them have drawn swords as they start to approach kind of cautiously. They're not like charging up or anything. They're more confused at this point.
Okay. I would like to dump the werewolf body back in the door so it's not immediately visible.
Okay.
Just kind of toss it off of my shoulders behind me. And I'll take a couple steps away and just kind of observe and pretend I'm getting just enjoying the fresh air.
Okay.
Because I maybe be able to pass off this person that's running away as a raving lunatic.
Roll a
nonchalance check.
Roll a stealth check to see if you can dump the body.
I'll help him.
By dragging it in the door?
How are you helping him?
Dragging it in the door really fast.
Whatever way gives him advantage.
If you want the advantage, you have to explain what's happening.
All right, so I'm still kind of looking like a statue, so I imagine I blend into the walls a little bit. So I'm going to feel for him just kind of fumbling with the body if he does, and just kind of like help. Reach out and lift it.
Oh boy.
Well, I rolled a 19 on stuff.
Yeah. I don't remember if I have it set to auto hide my rolls, or if
it didn't that one. I saw that too that you rolled.
Okay, yeah. They rolled a 2.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 19 on stealth.
You feel very confident with Talamh's help that you are able to dump the body before anybody really noticed. The stark raving woman in garb is helping with that endeavor.
Yes, cool. Staying within range to where I can dash back through the door if need be, I'm going to approach a couple of the people that are kind of like cautiously looking at what's going on.
Okay.
And I'm just going to call out. I'm going to say, did you see someone come running past her yelling? I think I could still hear her yelling. There must be something in the water. She just went crazy and started running out.
She's saying that Helden is dead. What's going on in there?
They're eating dinner. We finished serving them a few minutes ago. I saw her running out, and so I followed to see what was happening. Everyone's fine as far as I'm aware. Do you want me to roll deception for that?
I do.
That's a 26.
I don't know why I'm bother rolling against this. That's a good roll. He looks at you and looks at her where she's still running and gathering up people. And says, turns to one of the guys with him and says, go calm her down. Get the truth out of her, whatever it takes. I'm gonna go inside to just check, I guess.
Yeah, sure. Come on in.
You're a cook. I don't really need your permission.
Oh, I know. I'm just. If you have her under control, I'm heading back in. So.
Okay.
Finish cleaning up.
All right.
I'm
So
gonna
he
walk.
starts.
I'm gonna walk behind him, and as soon as he steps inside and sees anything amiss, I'm slamming the door shut and I'm stabbing him.
I was gonna bonk him on the head, but okay.
And, yeah, and bonking him on the head and acid or whatever Oliver wants to do. I don't care. This guy needs to cease to exist as soon as possible.
Sure. I'll poison spray him as well.
All right.
One at a time. One at a time. Chain of command.
All right. Roll for initiative. 18, 11, and 6. All right. Well, he walks in the door. The minute he steps foot in, curiosity, what is Talamh doing first?
She's doing that.
All right. Yeah, you roll for damage. That's 9. All right.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, she's in rock form, so an extra 2.
Oh, so that's a nat 20, so that's doubled.
Yeah,
Oh, no, it
so-
rolled the other one, or the 2 is doubled. Sorry, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So 9, 11, 15. Is he on the floor yet?
All right.
Because I got more I can do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she could punch him if she needs to.
He crumples immediately.
Okay.
That's good. Are we just gonna one at a time the entire camp?
Oliver, what are you going to do?
Oh, he's crumpled to the ground already?
Let's drag the bodies out of the room so that we can just.
Oh no,
yeah, no.
everybody is taking their at least one attack action on this guy. You all declared
Okay.
it. It's happening.
Okay, that's
Oh,
fine.
yeah, well, I guess I poison spray.
It all happens simultaneously, so.
He needs to make a constitution saving throw.
He's dead. He failed.
Cool. He takes 9
9.
poison damage.
That's his HP when he was alive.
Cool. Well, he's double dead.
All
right.
right, Ridire.
I two-handed my longsword at him, and that was a 10.
He is flanked, so I'll give you the advantage on that.
The 12.
So
still
that
12.
hits.
Oh, okay. For only 3 slashing damage.
He's very dead.
He is.
Wait, no, but I did the second swing for 5 more.
Which
He
basically
bonks him on the
triple
head, he's
that.
getting sprayed with poison, and I just like slash him twice across the back as he's falling down.
Oh my god.
Oh, we're starting out the day with a massacre.
Yay!
Yeah.
And that didn't take any non-renewable resources.
All right, roll a sleight of hand check there, Ridire.
That's a 12.
Okay. I'll roll. And roll me a stealth check with advantage.
That's a 17.
Okay. The door shuts. You all listen for any kind of reaction from outside. You wait a beat, and you don't hear anything.
Okay. I
What
have
do you
an
do?
idea. I have an idea. Let's. I'm gonna pull the. I'm gonna put the clamp thing down on the door just so no one can just accidentally barge in on us. Say, they're probably going to find out what's going on eventually. Let's drag all of the bodies and make a barricade blocking one of the hallways. That way we can funnel them with the direction we want to if and when they finally break in. And until then, let's just keep doing what we just did.
Okay,
Alright.
I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna drag the guy we just killed, and then I'm gonna go throughout the hallways and where I know we've killed other people and just start dragging bodies over to the the hallway on the left over here. We already kind of
there's
have a
already
little bit of a
them right
barricade.
there. So let's just
Yeah.
let's just block off that route with bodies.
That's what I'm gonna do.
I will throw the werewolf on the pile too, so it's not in the entranceway anymore.
Oof. Alright.
Talamh, since you can, sense what's going on outside, why don't you stay near the door and alert us if anyone approaches?
Okay. How long is it going to take them to move these bodies?
I would think at least 15 to 20 minutes.
So can I take a short rest while I'm sitting here? Just kind of on a mild lookout duty.
So here's the thing. To get all of them, 6 times 3 is 20.
I don't know if it's got to be all of them, but enough.
Enough of them that it becomes difficult terrain.
I'm mathing. Hold on. All right, so here's the thing. If you're dashing, you can basically get to the kitchen on 3 turns. With the amount of them, it will take you about...
Doing all of the actual super precise math.
Times 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. So there's 6 of them. And it'll take you there and back 6 turns. So that's 36 turns. Oh, but there's 2 of you.
So half that.
So 18. 18 turns. And it's 6 seconds a turn. So that's 108 seconds.
All right. So
It's
no
not
short
even
rest.
2 minutes. It's not even 2 minutes yet.
Yep, I will say it'll take you about 5 minutes to gather up the bodies and pile them unceremoniously.
I think don't forget these 3 up here, and I can understand adding another minute or 2 onto that.
Yes,
you were
it'll
including that,
if you're
right?
gonna get them, it'll take you about 10 minutes, we'll say, because they're far and
That's fine. That's
There's,
what I
like-
estimated.
burn stuff here.
Yep. I think that's a perfectly useful use of this time because
Mhm.
now we can funnel these guys around a little bit.
Are you
If
gonna get this guy? Oh wait, no, I moved him from up there. Never mind. He's there. He's with them.
So we've got them piled as high and as deep as we can to make it that it's difficult to crawl over.
Yes, that is definitely difficult terrain at this point.
Also, it's flammable. Keep that in mind, Oliver.
It is true.
Oh yeah, is there alcohol in the kitchen?
Oh, there's alcohol. in the
There's
kitchen.
alcohol in the kitchen. Yeah.
I think it's Molotov time.
Oliver, you were pretty good at that last time.
Yeah. Before we go about burning the bodies,
Well, that's just we can set them on fire if we need to later.
I'm gonna message you, Chuck.
Uh-oh.
After we've moved the bodies, though, I'll join Talamh by the door and see if we have heard or noticed anything happening before we make any other steps.
The purple one.
Secret stuff's happening, and I don't like it.
Where did you send it? There it is.
It's your DM.
Slide into those DMs.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'll take that. Then.
All right. Are you doing that in secret or are you doing that out in the open?
Whatever he
I'll
does,
try to-
Ridire doesn't care. I will say intentionally, Ridire is not paying any attention to anything he does.
I'll try to do it a little bit more sneakily, but because
Okay.
it is my own personal business. But
Roll a stealth check. Roll a sleight of hand check.
I'm willingly
13.
failing my roll to notice because I'm more focused with moving the bodies than anything he's doing.
Yeah. Just based
Could be
on
in the dark,
Talaph's
but whatever.
passive perception, she's gonna notice some movement.
that's fine as long as she doesn't know. I mean, it's not like it's super important that nobody knows. It's just I don't really want anybody to know if they don't have to.
Yep. So,
Yeah.
Talamh, you notice that Oliver spends a few seconds more positioning the werewolf than unceremoniously dumping the cult members down.
I mean, it's not the first time we've looted bodies, so
Yeah. And he wants it to be a little more prominent so that the cultists see it. Obviously.
Yep.
it's seated on a throne of all of the.
Oh God! Oh
Game
God!
of Thrones,
The-
but it's like
But it's like there's a leg and an arm, and
it's like in Gravity Falls at like the very end where he makes a throne out of the people.
yep.
Oh,
All right.
I mean, I
so-
could roll insight, but whatever. I don't need to.
But yeah, I'll join her by the door and see what's going on. If anything, if we've noticed anything outside, heard or sensed any motion or anything.
So
Uh,
my rock armor's worn off by this point.
Yes.
Which means I can cast spells again.
Woot!
Wahaha.
Also, someone should probably investigate the upper floor. especially if we end up with more time than we think we'd have.
I mean, as of right now, in the last 5 minutes or so, nobody seems to be approaching. But
All right.
you guys are standing, you know, in the doorway. Even with Talamh's sense,
It doesn't extend very far.
yeah, the camps, the majority of the camps are way too far away, and there are no windows in this area.
What I will, if either of you want to investigate, explore, find anything that might be of use, I can keep watch near the door here and lock it down if anything happens. Even if they have equipment for it, it'll take them a while to break through it. Keep it closed.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the stairs. I'm assuming where Helden was trying to get us down to the basement.
Yeah.
Area. I'm gonna go down there, like the way he was going.
Well, unfortunately for me, he kind of happened to unlock every door along the way. So, yeah, you can absolutely make your way over there. Talamh, what are you doing?
I mean, Ridire's gonna come running if there's trouble, right?
Oh yeah, I'll start yelling and letting you guys know.
I'm gonna check out the upper floor.
I also I will surreptitiously pull aside the barricade thing and open the door a little bit, just so I can kind of observe out.
Okay.
If they're coming, like, just throw something heavy to the ceiling because I'll feel it.
If they're coming, I'm going to be slamming the door shut, so you'll hear it.
Oh, that too.
All right.
That'll be my action.
Which route are you going to take to get to the second floor?
Well, not over the bodies.
We know this door's open.
Yeah, we'll go. Yeah, we'll go up through here.
Okay. All right, let's do the upper floor first.
Also, I'll tell Talamh that if you find any, like, in your sensing, since you can't see, if you detect and find any books or anything like that you think because of where they're positioned or whatever might be important, bring them down, and I can investigate specifically what they are.
Right, I'll be on the lookout for books.
I mean, don't have to go crazy with the whole library, but if there's like one on an altar or something, you know.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Head up.
I guess I need to bring myself onto the thinger, huh?
I mean, there's currently no enemies, so you can just really look. I mean, with your blind sense, you get a feel for a huge chunk of this at any given time.
Okay, well, is this door locked?
It is not.
Ooh. What went on in here? Are there any things that are of note?
Yes. So, if you remember the last time you had asked about movement and stuff, and every day, the cult members that stayed in the keep gathered in this room.
Okay.
And in this cathedral, there is a statue atop an altar that is against the wall. I didn't have a good statue sprite, so it's there.
All right. I guess I can roll investigation or something to see if I recognize anything about it?
Yep.
What should I...
Investigation. Blind sense kind of tells you where it is and that there's a shape here. Investigation will get you to get a better feel for what it is.
All right.
All right.
It's a statue, and she's investigating it, and she's blind. All I can think of is, Sir Robert, you've lost your arms and grown some nice boobs.
My mind went there too. Oh, God, I love Mel Brooks. All right. So this, because of your being raised more affluently, having an education, you know of statues of Mora, the princess or queen who disappeared.
Okay.
This one is a little bit different. The limbs are twisted and elongated. The clothing on the statue, the design is of a tattered gown.
Okay.
I'm going to say, yeah, that's kind of what you feel and get a sense of right now.
All right. Or does it feel like there's any books in this area?
You don't get the sense of any bookshelves or anything.
Okay.
This is a cathedral. It's meant for praying. Not much else went on.
For douching.
That we know of. Have you guys seen Disenchantment? Because a lot can go on in these kind of clubs.
I haven't seen much of Disenchantment.
Yeah.
I guess I'll make my way down to this little old roomy here.
Okay. That door is locked.
Okay. Can I try to unlock it?
Do you have a lockpicking kit?
I don't. Alright, I guess I'm not going in there. Or I'm going to try to find another door.
Bust down the wall. Bust down the wall.
I mean...
You're an earthbender. Just shh.
If you want to try and bust down the door, it is a wooden door. So
Okay.
I'd say make a strength check.
I'm yelling words of encouragement from below for the system.
Just straight up strength?
Yep.
Or...
Watching that 20, that 20, that 20, that 20.
Oh.
Ooh. Yeah, no, it's pretty solid.
Okay.
I can try later if we need me to.
Yeah. Maybe I'll try... Well, we know that place is a fun place to be. Anything in the bed in the little dormitory area?
Roll an investigation check.
All right. I see nothing.
You find nothing.
It's a good thing you can't
You're-
see because it's pretty gross.
But you know
You're
what?
In the
I'm
middle
jumping
of...
on the bed.
Fair enough. I mean, you're in a heightened sense because you know at any point the, cult mob could be coming.
Okay.
So right now you're
I'm
just a
kinda
little
quickly
on
going
edge.
through.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I'll go down to this last place
Okay.
that has an open door and see what I can find in here.
All right.
More investigation.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. You've never rolled this poorly.
I never investigate either.
Yeah. Now we know why.
I always do perception.
So you find some basic tools, some swords and spears on the walls. It looks like this was where they kept their gear, but anything specific that you're looking for beyond the obvious, you don't find.
All right. Well, I'm going to grab a couple of swords. And maybe some spears if I can carry them, and bring them back down. Oh my goodness. How does this doesn't seem like it's linked to anywhere? The secret passage.
It probably connects to where Oliver is searching.
Nope.
Well then,
It's like the front of the building, but there were no stairs leading to it.
well, there's
There's
another staircase over
There
there.
was on the like lower left-hand side.
He went through the one on the right. There's one on the left, so maybe the left one.
So it's like a 3-floor staircase.
Yeah, because there's this one here.
Yeah.
Secret tunnel.
Okay.
I mean, you would have detected that room is there, so.
True.
Oh, you know this room is here. This room has always been visible to you. It's a guard room.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. It's the room that you can see out over the door.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I'm coming back downstairs then.
Okay.
Cool.
And relaying like the locked doors and saying I didn't find any books, but here's a sword
Ooh, thank you. Now I have 2 swords.
and a
Alright.
spear if you want one.
I will take a spear.
While all of that is happening, we will move on to Oliver in the basement.
I can throw spears quite effectively. Oh, that
Wow,
is some seriously
prison.
bad juju magumbo.
Whoa! He was trying to get down here. I see a treasure chest.
I can hear the motley crew with my vampire hearing.
You know, seeing as these people look like they're in their underwear, this would have been a perfect place to put in the. Oh no, they're not in their undies, but this would have been a perfect place to Easter egg one of those NPCs with the heart underwear.
All right, Oliver, go ahead and tell me where you're going. Knowing that right now, all you can see as you walk down is... I thought Talamh would be with you, so I didn't put Fog of War on this, and now I'm wishing I had.
Well, I'm gonna go straight.
Okay.
I think it's. So I'm gonna go here, like there, and I guess I'm gonna like kind of like take a peek into this I'm assuming is a jail cell.
Yep.
I'll roll an investigation. Do I notice anything peculiar?
Jeez, you're better at this than I am.
Yes. So the first thing you notice is as you're walking down and you reach the bottom of the steps is the smell of blood. Blood and decay just comes and hits you in the face. Peering in the jail cell is there are blood stains on the floor. It looks like there is a single like rotten piece of wood that is maybe a bench, maybe a bed. Not really sure. And with a 20, as you're looking around, you hear movement to the north of you.
Then I will head to the north of me. I'm gonna pass by unless they particularly like try to talk to me, and I kind of want to just see if I can get like a lay of the land. However, if they're trying to like talk to me and not just being like let me out of here, then I'll stop.
No, actually, as you pass by, roll a perception check. Okay.
Hey.
You see everything. You see
I know
bones.
all.
You see rats and spiders. the biggest thing that you notice is none of these people are talking to you. They are all cowering in the corners as soon as you walk by. As soon as your shadow goes over the bars and into their space, you can see them move as far away from the door as possible.
I'm gonna stop at this north one,
Okay.
and I'm gonna kind of look in, and he's cowering in the corner, I'm assuming. And I'm just going to just be like, "Do you what did you do to get in here?"
You know what we did. Why are you taunting us?
Oh, I'm sorry. We have killed the Helden. I just was curious to see what they were doing with you guys down here. I'm not part of your little clan.
Our clan? You think we're part of them?
Well, I assumed that maybe it was a like prison for people who stepped out of line, or something of that sort that they have sometimes. I don't know.
We're food.
Well, don't think you have to be food anymore. What exactly are the circumstances around you and winding up here?
You're saying you killed them all?
Well, for the most part of the leaders. I mean, there's still the entire camp, but the werewolf is dead, and the leaders are mostly dead. That type of thing.
You're talking about Helden and the humanoid creatures.
Humanoid creatures are. Is there something that you know that I do not know?
Yeah. What about the bloodsuckers?
Oh, so they are not human. I see. Well, I would assume that they are mostly all dead.
Okay. Can you get us out of here?
I will try, maybe. And then I'm gonna take a good look at the lock or door.
Mm-hmm. Standard key ring.
Can I melt it open? Like melt the lock open with acid?
You can certainly try.
I'm going to try with acid splash.
Jeez.
It does. Well, that's not the 5.
Maybe test it on an empty cell door first.
Nah, he's fine. He was already thinking he'd be dead anyways at some point. Plus, I'm not really thinking ahead about that type of thing. I'm just trying I'll get him out.
Yeah.
So 15 damage to the lock.
Yeah. So this is actually it's hard to tell with the sprites that I use. This is a young woman.
Oh.
Short curly brown hair with brown eyes.
Okay.
Very, very skinny, very gaunt looking. But yeah, you melt the lock with precision.
Very cool.
The door swings open, and she does not move forward. She's just kind of looking at you, not sure what to do.
Well, you're free to go. I mean, mostly there's probably still some guys out there that would probably see you and be like, what is she doing out here? That's so weird. But you can go upstairs. I have some friends up there. I'm sure they will be happy to help you. Also, I wouldn't eat the food up there. It's kind of poisoned.
Oh, okay. What about my friends? What about my party?
your party? Is there more down here? Well, I did see some coming in. How many were with you?
Well, before the guards got taken out, there were 17 of us.
I do believe I only saw 2 more on my way here, but we might be able to search around for the rest of them.
Well, I know that many of them are gone. We can hear their screams coming from the other room.
Well, let's see who we can still save.
Have a plan.
All right.
I will continue looking down here for any more compatriots you might have. I would suggest going upstairs to my friends who, if you explain the situation, I'm sure they would be more than happy to help you. Tell them that Oliver sent you.
Oh, okay. She starts to walk out, kind of, I think this is the right word for this, trepidatious?
Yeah,
With trepidation.
with trepidation. Yeah,
Yeah,
trepidation
trepidatiously.
technically isn't a word, but it's
Fear, agitation, or trembling motion.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
English is cool and lets you create words when you need to.
She
You can make
gets
noun verb.
she gets to this point and sees the woman in the cell and just Elwind. Oh, you're still alive. This man says he's gonna get us out and save us. And are you approaching?
Yeah, I'll start approaching at this point.
Okay. So looking more closely, this is a very old elf. Very, very frail at this point. Much like the one you're talking to, the one you let out. Very gaunt. They're in tattered clothing. Incredibly weak. And she, the one, Elwind, says, What about what time is it?
Do I know what time it is?
Dinner time. Ooh, don't say that. That's ominous.
That would probably not be the best situation considering they are used for food, but
I didn't realize what the ramifications were until after I said it.
Wow. And that's called cannibalism. That's frowned in some countries.
Proud of it. Saying.
Yeah.
Are they to cook with?
No, I'm pretty certain there's vampires down here, and we're about to get effed in the bee.
So you know that it's about 8 o'clock, or it's approaching 8 o'clock at this point.
okay. Oh, yeah, it is about 8 o'clock, so it is the evening, but I don't know how long you have been in here, so I can't really tell you how much you've missed. Probably not a huge amount, though. I mean, have you seen around here? There's not much going on.
It's night. I'm not going anywhere. I'm safer in here.
Can you tell me why you feel this way?
Because I haven't heard any screams from down here of the bloodsuckers.
This is good to know. So you're saying the danger is down here?
Where else would the danger be?
So I am confused by your logic. You are saying that you don't want to move because the danger might be nearby, but the danger is nearby, so you don't want to leave.
If I'm here and behaving, they might pass me up. They
But
have
also
so far.
you would eventually still be used, yes?
Maybe, maybe not, but it's safer here right now.
I could see how you would think that, but trust me, my friends and I can get you out of here.
You hear a voice from down the hall a little ways that calls out and says, "Screw her. If she wants to stay, let her stay. Get me out."
I'll go. Why don't you just think about that for a little bit while I help?
Because if you rescue everybody else and she's the only one down here.
Yeah, I mean. So I'll go down while I give her some time to think about it.
Guys,
Okay.
I'm really good at fighting vampires, but I need spell slots to do it, and I have no spell slots.
And I will try to. Well, first off, I wanna get a good look at this person.
Okay.
I guess I'll do an insight because I just want to.
Yep.
15.
All right. What are you trying to get a glimpse about?
Anxious, like level of anxiousness. Do they seem pretty genuine? I'm basically just double checking to make sure that this isn't going to be some sort of trap or something. But I'm pretty sure it's not. But I just want to get like a general level of like how anxious are they to get out? Are they
anxiety versus putting on a show of anxiety?
Right.
Yeah. This person is. So this is a human, long red hair and blue eyes, and same appearance. I mean, thin, hasn't eaten for a while, except for maybe, bare bones, kind of scraps of food. Absolutely anxious. Like, when you walked by, she did the same thing of cowering. And it wasn't until you started talking closer to her cell that she's like, don't look a gift horse in the mouth kind of thing. So you feel pretty confident that she's not overacting or anything like that.
Okay. So I'll ask her to stand back just a little bit and then try to cut the lock again with acid.
Okay, she happily complies.
I will do that again.
Wow!
I am rolling pretty well today.
Yeah, another nat 20.
It is a 20 damage.
Hope that keeps up.
That lock is gone. Just like a pinpoint splash of acid right in the tumbler, and the lock goes falling away.
And then I'll swing open the door.
Yeah. She rushes out, and the brown-haired woman sees her and just, "Oh, Jocelyn, you're safe. Thank the Lord. Is anybody else? Have you seen anybody else?" And Jocelyn replies, "No, they made a show of dragging people by my room to taunt me that I could be next."
I suggest that you get far away from this basement. However, I don't know that it is entirely safe for you to escape quite yet. We might have a plan, but I suggest meeting my friends upstairs.
Do your friends have weapons?
Yes, they have some weapons.
Okay. Thank you. She
Real
darts.
fast. I would like to say that I'm assuming that the time he's down here is taking a little bit longer than it took like Talamh and stuff. I would like to go to my room because our rooms were in the keep as well, right?
Yeah, your rooms were in that middle area on the first floor.
Yeah, I'd like to run in there and just grab like any of my stuff that I didn't have with me before, like my javelins, my hand axes, and stuff.
Oh yeah, you're fully. I'm assuming that in the midst of grabbing all the bodies and piling them up, you guys all fully decked out. You're fully
Perfect.
equipped.
Okay. Perfecto.
All right, so she runs upstairs.
Mm-hmm. With her gone, I'm going to go back, and I'm going to ask. The older elf lady, Evelyn. Yes.
Elwind.
Elwind. Okay. I'm gonna ask her. I'm like, so have you thought about it anymore?
She tries to spit on the ground. Nothing comes out. She's pretty dehydrated. And says, "You're gonna anger them and bring their wrath. They'll leave me alone while they feast on you."
Yes, but you do realize that if we all escape and you're the only one left, that only leaves you to feed on. And with that, I'm going to turn and start walking towards the stairs. Actually, I probably will check look down this hallway first.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit. I'm assuming I won't, knowing that there might be some more danger down here,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to definitely be a little bit more stealthy about it.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
11.
All right. It's fairly dark. There's not a lot of light down here. So it's pretty easy to keep to the shadows.
Okay. Yeah.
Every now and then there's like a lantern, or not a lantern, but a torch on the wall.
Okay.
But they are not kept up. You pass by more than a few torches that are just out. So.
Okay. And I'm assuming I'll see this person.
Yeah. Roll a perception check. All right. Human. Excuse me, man. There's something in my throat again. Not middle age. God, that's insulting to me. An adult, male. Shaved head, green eyes. And unlike the others, he's actually pacing the cell.
You seem anxious, sir.
Wanna get out. Wanna be free.
I'm gonna insight check this guy.
Go for it.
See how genuine he is.
It's 22.
Yep. He's genuine. He wants out. He wants to be free. With a 22, DC was going to be high, but it's not that high. He is glancing around the room. He is pacing. He is jittery. He is also not as skinny as the others. He has a little bit more of excuse me, a little bit more of a complexion, and he keeps pacing while you're standing there, eyeing him up.
Tell me, sir, you seem anxious, just ever so slightly. However, you also seem to be possibly newer down here. Is it correct?
Newer? I don't know. I don't know how long I've been here. What is time when you're surrounded by walls?
Indeed. My friends and I will be back for you. Not too long. Don't worry. We won't kill you unless you pose a problem to us. Do you understand, sir?
Friends. I have friends. I have lots of friends.
I'm sure you do. And with that, I'm going to turn and walk towards the stairs.
Curse you and your insight check. All right.
Is she still down here?
No,
Kind of
she's
like-
made her way up now.
Okay, I'm going to make my way up as well.
Okay. You do notice a heavy metal door as you walk back down the to the staircase.
Okay. With my time in the monster hunting business, would I have a good idea about creatures they could be talking about? Humanoid, blood-sucking creatures?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. You're pretty confident there are a few things it could be, but there's really only one thing that has stood out amongst, like, in terms of commonality, there's only a few things that are more often seen than not. And vampires, while rare, definitely exist.
Okay. I'm basically going to relay all of that to everybody. That I think there could be some vampires down there.
Okay.
I also want to say an idea. We could possibly get these ladies out of here so they don't, because they're not really in any fighting condition.
Yes, but I don't want them to get attacked.
We could put them in guards gear, possibly, and tell them to just kind of sneak
That's
out.
fine, but if there are vampires in the basement, we need to do some vampires immediately.
Right. And it is getting nighttime.
Would I know about vampires? I mean, I've been around for 60 years.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, all of you are
I guess I've
aware.
also been trained as a paladin. So.
Yeah. All of you are aware of the existence of vampires. Like I said, they're one of those things that
I
kind of like I don't know, Australians. You may never encounter one, but you know they exist.
I've met at least a few Australians.
Yeah, and they were all vampires. Okay, so
that is a new stereotype.
Everyone knows there's no sun in the southern hemisphere.
I've never met anybody from Mississippi, though.
Vampire.
Wyoming doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I don't know where Wyoming
is just South Montana. It's South
You don't
Montana.
need to. It's like in the middle of nowhere.
I know. I drove through it, but the only time I've driven through it was like 2 a.m. So I don't know if I actually drove through it or if I just walked.
That's the only time Wyoming exists, is when you're on a road trip at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And then you're caught driving through Wyoming. And if you don't make it out before morning comes, then you're stuck in Wyoming for eternity.
Oh no, that's why people live in Wyoming.
Yep.
There's a really good horror story in there.
Okay. I want to, and they are welcome to follow with me. I'm going to close the door and make sure the door is barred up here,
Yep.
so the cultists can't come in. I'm going to go immediately downstairs.
I'm gonna gather up all the garlic from the kitchen.
Okay.
Because I've heard some myths about vampires.
I'm going to go immediately downstairs.
Okay. Yeah.
Because is there still sunlight out at this point? It's only been a few minutes that he was down there.
I'm going to grab like a torch off the wall, I think.
Okay.
Because it's not quite night yet. It's still evening, right?
It is still evening.
They probably don't wake up until a little bit further into night, I would hope. But we'll find out, I guess.
Like I said, it's about 8 o'clock. At this point, it might be about 8:05.
Okay. Yeah, I want to go immediately down there. And I want Oliver to show me if he knows where they're at, or...
I don't know exactly, but my guess would be the metal door.
Okay.
Talamh, are you going with?
Yeah.
Okay. So... Talamh instantly picks up on the fact that there are 2 people in cells in here.
Mm-hmm.
And that there is a whole mess of boxes. I have to check something.
It doesn't matter. I'm going to use my divine sense. So what she detects is going to soon become unnecessary. Because as an action, I can detect good and evil. Until the end of my next turn, I can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. Oh, wait, total cover would probably be through the wall. Never mind. I can't detect through walls. I didn't realize I had the total cover thing. Crap. Okay. Well, I'll activate that once we enter the room.
Did we ever end up making those Molotovs?
Not yet.
Okay, so, what do you do?
Well, Oliver said he's pretty sure it's this door, right?
Yeah, I mean, I passed by the metal door and I didn't see anything else, so Oliver, I think, would assume that's probably in the metal door or the guy in this cell.
Well, he's locked in the cell, so he's...
Right.
If he is one, he got turned into one, probably. Yeah, I'll have Oliver take me to the door.
Okay.
And is it locked, or how does it open?
It is not locked.
Does it lock from the outside?
It does not appear to have a lock on it.
Cool. I'm gonna activate my divine sense, and I'm gonna enter the room.
Okay.
My divine sense stays active for 1 minute.
How far into the room are you going?
I'm gonna step just inside the door.
Okay. Let me...
I'm going to cast light on my sword.
Okay. One, two, three, 4 pings of undead instantly
Okay, so
lit up the
definitely
room.
vampires. Cool. All right. Vampires die instantly if you stake them in their coffin. So I'm going to go to the first coffin, and I am going to flip the lid and ram a javelin into the heart of whatever humanoid creature is in the coffin as quickly and one swift movement as I possibly can.
All right. Roll.
I'm hoping that they're still in hibernation because they wake up at usually very specific times. So
roll a... No, I would allow that as a bonus action. So yeah, roll an attack with advantage, because...
Okay, I don't have the javelin built in, but it would just be the same as with my longsword. So that's an 18.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Because they're technically pro.
Yeah, so I stake it, right?
Yeah.
So it's dead, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, to the next one. I'm going to rinse and repeat that at every single coffin.
All right.
I'm going to do this as quickly as possible because I want to do this before they wake up.
Should we go in and try to help?
Ridire has dealt with vampires before.
Maybe I don't know that would do it, but maybe we do it like a system. So one of us flips the lid and you immediately go down.
That works.
So we do like a little countdown. Like
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I'll let him assist me by opening up the coffin and then me staking it.
Okay. Talamh, what are you doing during all this?
I'm going to be feeling for if they're going to start waking up. Try to feel for any stirring in the other coffins.
Okay. All right.
So we're not surprised.
Yep. All right, go ahead and for the next one.
Okay, do you want me to just roll the attack then?
Yep.
20.
That'll hit.
Okay, so that's number 2. So next one.
Just so I'm keeping track here.
He wasn't expecting us to be able to do this. Well, he probably knew it was a possibility. Chuck's smart. Okay.
Hold on. All right, next one.
I'm assuming I'm falling with him.
Ooh,
Yeah, you
that's
guys are-
that's a 10.
10 is gonna miss.
Okay. Do I get another chance, or does something happen because I missed?
So, Oliver flips open the lid.
Yep.
You go to pierce, and whether it's just the angle that this vampire is sleeping at, or you missed your footing, maybe you got overly confident, but for whatever reason, you pierce the shoulder and not the heart.
Okay.
At which point, it lets out a shriek, and its eyes open up. And I need to change a few things and get rid of a few vampires.
Crap. I don't have any way to boost that because boost the attack on that either.
I mean, aren't you at a level where you can have 2 attacks in a round?
I can have 2 attacks in a round, but this isn't technically combat.
That's true.
Yeah, this is a sneak attack kind of single thing. So
I mean, I'm assuming it will still be surprised, so I'll probably get a chance, if I'm lucky, to stake it before it can climb out of its coffin, but the other ones we won't be able to probably get to in time. So I might be
go
able to
ahead
finish
and
this one off.
roll for initiative.
He said the thing. That's a
Oh,
16 for me.
It's a 9.
That's a
It's okay.
22 for me.
I got a 16, so if I'm lucky, I can get this one while it's still in its coffin. Then we only have 2 to deal with.
All right, Talamh, go ahead.
What does the stake have to be made out of?
It's got to be a wooden stake.
Can I try to butt end a spear through it?
I have another javelin on my pack. You could just grab.
All right, fine. I'll try it.
All right, roll a sleight of hand check to see if this works.
And I'm also assisting, not that it matters, by angling myself. It's easier to grab. But you got an 18.
An 18, I'm gonna allow. So
Awesome.
roll to attack.
All right.
You should probably run up to the next one, because I'm right next to this one already.
But the lid's still on the other one.
Yep.
But
Nope,
okay.
She already
Yeah.
declared this one.
Yeah, I already.
Okay.
Sorry. Just take 1 off of this, I guess. 17, because I rolled my +1 staff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
17 will hit.
Do I need
So
to roll
that
for
one-
damage? All right,
It's
he's
still,
awake,
it's
so I guess.
still in its coffin.
It's still incapacitated. It hasn't gotten up technically.
If it's incapacitated in its coffin, a stake to the heart will instantly destroy a vampire.
Yep.
That's what I was
So-
going
But
for.
as soon as one of them sits up in its coffin, game over. You gotta fight it.
So that one died.
If nothing else, we got rid of 3 of them, and so we're only gonna have to hand-to-hand fight 2 instead of 3. That's much better odds. I will accept that.
All right, Ridire, can you run up and like dive on one of the coffins so it can't get out?
Well, I'm gonna run up and try and stake another one if I go before they go.
Yeah.
Guess what? You do.
Okay. If we can get it to only 1 vampire, we've got a good shot at being able to take it out. But they have regeneration typically. I mean, he might be using some special customized stats too, so who knows? Yeah, I'll run up to that one. And is my divine sense still active?
Oh, yeah.
It's probably been less than a minute. Okay. So I can sense it in there.
Yep.
Can I fling open the thing and stab as an action?
Roll me a sleight of hand check. It's gonna be a low DC, but
13.
yeah, that'll succeed.
Okay. Yeah, I'll fling it open and I'll make the attack to try and stake this one while it's still laying in there.
Go for it.
16.
That hits.
Okay. All right. Wait, how much movement did I use?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Dang it. All right. I can't run
Throw
all
the
the-
javelin into the.
I get 2 attacks.
Can you throw it through?
I mean,
I
you
can
could
throw
try.
it. Maybe if I roll high enough or if I crit, he'll allow it to penetrate. I mean, I'm going to do it because if it gets out, the javelin's not going to do me any better than my sword would once it gets out. So I'm going to throw the javelin at the other coffin at my best guess at where it is, where its heart would be.
Okay.
I'm assuming only a crit is going to succeed, but that is still a chance. So here we go. That's a 17.
All right. Roll for damage.
Okay, so I hopefully at least damage it a tiny bit. The javelin is just 1d6 plus strength. I don't have it built in, so sure, 1d6 plus 2 would be 8 piercing damage. Whew, that lucked out.
Okay.
I'm assuming that won't have penetrated its heart, but hopefully I at least hurt it a little bit. Although they typically have really good regeneration, so if it gets to act, it'll probably regenerate all.
Okay. You splinter a hole in the coffin. A full-size gaping hole in it.
Yeah.
But it does not pierce through.
Okay. That's okay. It was worth a try.
All
There's
right.
gonna be another something.
If that would have
hour.
been a nat 20 and he would have allowed that to succeed, can you imagine how this just visually what this scene looks like? I mean, even without getting the last
that's
one,
easy.
this is still an
Easy.
awesome scene.
It starts out nice and like simple, like stealthy, and then it's just like a kill.
All right.
Where are they?
I do have 1 spell slot left, so I can do a little bit of radiant damage to it.
We could do the thing.
We could do the thing.
We could do.
Guys,
the
we
thing.
could do the thing.
We could do the thing.
We could do the
It
thing.
gets up out of its coffin. The coffin bursts forward, bursts open, and this vampire sits up and turns and looks at all 3 of you. Kind of confused.
Me having just thrown a javelin, just
This is a fairly rude awakening. It's gonna take half its movement to get up. And honestly, in just the fact that it doesn't really know what's going on, it's gonna use its 5. Can't even get there. Five, 10, 15. Yeah, that's not enough. So it's gonna...
To charge at me?
Nope, it's gonna start to climb the wall.
Ah,
Great.
spider climb.
Guess who else has spider climb?
One vampire. I like our odds. If we would have had to face all 5 of these, it would have been very bad.
Okay.
Can I roll a perception to see if it did heal? Oh no, wait, I didn't do any damage. I only dealt damage to the coffin. Never
Yep.
mind.
All right, Oliver, you're up.
I'm gonna hold my action for a combo
Okay.
because it does radiant damage.
Yes, it does.
So
And radiant damage stops its regeneration. And holy water, which I can make holy water, but I don't have any currently.
Can't just like pee in a cup.
also if I do this, then it gets to you and Talamh before its turn again.
Yeah, exactly. So we
So-
should be able to complete the combo.
Yeah.
All right. Talamh, you're up.
I will also hold my action for a combo.
Do we have to be near each other for the combo? I don't remember if that was the specification.
If
I
a round
never
goes by and the spell is prepared
Because-
by all
yeah.
participants, the spell attack happens.
It's just
The
like
range
in
of
the
60
intro.
feet.
A distance attack can happen
Cool.
because Talamh will hit the rock. This is just going to look really cool because the rock's going forward and then back and then forward.
Well, I mean, I actually am probably going to move closer just so that they're within my protective aura.
Yep. All right,
So-
Ridire, you're up.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I will hold my action for the combo,
Which means it happens, right? Because all 3 of
which
us
means it
held.
happens, right? Because it's just like you can still move, you just can't do any other action, right?
Yep. What is the text of the spell again? Is it on
If
that?
spend one,
Spend one
spend
action preparing the spell. If a round goes by, yeah. So it's spend one action. So that doesn't specify no movement or anything.
DC saving throw 15 at 5th level, 17 at 10th level, 19 at 15th level. Successful saving half damage. Fail 5d8
Double
bludgeoning, 1d6 radiant, and a 10-foot cube and 1d6 acid, and only 1 per long rest.
But getting some radiant damage on it right away,
Mm-hmm.
plus all that bludgeoning, will hopefully knock it down a bit and stop it from regenerating for at least one round.
So you'll roll the damage on at the top of the turn.
Okay.
So it will get a
So-
chance to move and attack if it gets close enough, but then you'll be able to pull it off after its turn.
Okay.
One full round
So-
goes by.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it'll be the top of Oliver's turn since he initiated the
Yep.
prep, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
So, watching you guys, none of you have actually done damage to it. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And it's going to bare its fangs. It's not an idiot, so it's going to stay back because it doesn't really know what you're doing. It sees you guys preparing something, but not sure what. So I'm not going to have it dash forward. Especially not 3
Cool.
as 1. So
Yeah,
that's its
well,
turn.
yeah. Because it's definitely at this point realized its buddies did not wake up and the coffins are open. It knows something bad went down to it and to its friend.
Yeah. Actually, that's a
So
good
5
call. It will perception check.
Mm.
It sees a holy knight with a glowing sword and it says, "Oh shit."
Rolled a 20, so she does see the bodies. She sees the enemies in front of her. Like, yeah, she's ready. She's ready for a fight. She angry.
Good.
Oh, I thought there was a beard, but she has her mouth open.
Yep, if you look closely, she's got fangs.
Oh, that's neat.
I was going to not just say these were vampires if you had checked at night on the first floor, you would have felt them moving around. They don't come up to the first floor ever.
I mean, they might have, given the crazy situation of what's been going on, but it potentially would have been more safe up there, yeah. But I was like, no, let's get rid of them immediately.
All right. So it's...
And I think that was a wise decision at this point.
Yeah. Oh, they would have come up if too many turns had gone by and they hadn't had their food.
Mm-hmm.
Someone was coming down to get them.
So yeah, so now it's Oliver's turn, right? So now we do the...
now you do the combo.
Is it a roll to hit, or is it a roll to...
No, it's a saving throw.
Oh yeah, saving throw.
It makes a saving throw. Was it dexterity?
Cool. I'm going to do karate moves and stomp a rock out of the ground. And
just says DC saving throw 15.
I'm assuming it's a dex because it's trying to dodge the rock, right?
Yep. Yeah, it fails.
Sweet. Should we each roll our piece of the damage? Oh, nope, you already did it.
I had it prepared.
You had it ready.
Oof.
All right. So the first 1d6 is the radiant. The second
so
1d6 is the acid.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if it is vulnerable to radiant, that'll be an extra 6 damage to that. I'm assuming it is because most vampires are, but obviously you might use a very modified version. So I know you don't like to use the core monster manual ones in this. So
wow, that was a lot of damage.
That's good. It needed to be a lot of damage.
That was a lot of damage. All right, so yeah, Talamh kicks up this rock and doesn't so much like baseball bat it to Ridire, but like pops it up into the air in an arc, and Ridire takes it against the shield, and the divine energy flows through the shield, propelling it forward to Oliver, who does a catch with one hand, covering it in acid, spins around, and baseball throws it on as he whips around. And you just watch as this vampire looks at this yellowish green rock coming at her, doesn't really try and get out of the way because this happens so fast, and just gets hit across the right in the chest. And actually, I'm gonna, just for flavor, I'm gonna knock her back 10 feet.
Extra question. Does it do extra acid damage because of his acid affinity? Or because it's the combo, does it not do that?
Right. Because I get a +4 acid damage.
He does 4 extra damage typically when he casts acid spells.
Make that a 1d10 in the future.
Okay, in the future.
So instead of a d6, it's a d10.
Oh, and now. I'll allow it now.
1d10. 6.
So it would have been a 6 instead of a 1. So 5 extra damage.
So 35.
Cool.
35 and then the extra 6. So actually,
and then the extra 6 radiant because we're assuming that it would be vulnerable to radiant.
Yeah.
Dang it, it's too far away for me to charge up to it this turn.
All right. Yeah, it's really not happy about that. Oliver, it's your turn.
It is, isn't it? I'm going to.
Oh, we want to save that maybe if we have to fight the
Yeah,
cold.
if we have to fight a lot of people, I want to keep stuff that I can crowd control.
Yep.
So I think I'll step right one, and then I think I will Chaos Bolt. So that's a 20, nat 20, which does how does it work with like a nat 20 with that? Do I choose any of the numbers?
No, I think you always choose the damage based on the d8s.
Right, but I have two. I do the 2d8s. I do
Oh,
the
that's right. You do the extra. You do the extra d8s of damage.
So
right.
I think that's up to Chuck if he gets to choose between all 4 or just the 2.
I'm gonna say you get to pick between all 4.
So we either have fire, lightning, poison, or psychic.
I mean, psychic's typically got the least amount of things that are resistant to it, but I feel like fire is typically good against vampires as well.
Yeah, that's
It's
between
ultimately up to
psychic and
you.
fire.
You're the caster. It's up to you.
Let's do fire. Why
Okay.
not? So it's 7, 16, 28 fire damage.
28?
28 fire
Good
damage.
Lord.
I really hope it's vulnerable to fire.
I don't know if they're vulnerable to fire, but I'm pretty sure there are very few vampires that are resistant to it. So,
all right. You launched this bolt of energy, and this vampire that's already reeling from this hit to the gut of radiant acid damage. The pools of acid all around it are still bubbling as you launch this bolt directly into her forehead. And you just see, like, at first it's this almost transparent bolt of energy that goes streaking forward, and just as it hits, it turns this vibrant bluish white flame. And she lets out a blood-curdling shriek.
well, that's awesome.
Like, you look as there's parts of her hair is missing. You can see some exposed bone. Blood everywhere.
And she still hasn't had the turn of lost regeneration from the radiant yet, so that's awesome.
Yep, Talamh, you're up.
How?
If we can finish her off in this turn or the next turn, she won't have a
So
chance
I
to
kind of
regenerate.
want to poke. I don't know how it would work because we're inside, but I really want to cast Moonbeam.
It's not sunlight though, but it is
Moonbeam
radiant
does
damage.
radiant.
It is radiant damage, but it's not sunlight, so it won't affect their sunlight sensitivity, but it would do the radiant damage. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the
I don't know what the ruling is. for
Moonbeam
Moonbeam,
is.
So if Chuck
Yeah.
wants to overrule it and say I can't cast it, I don't mind not casting it.
Let's go to the internet. That's a
Can
very
Moonbeam be cast inside? It doesn't specifically mention that it cannot be used indoors.
Huh.
You are casting a beam of moonlight. You are not channeling.
Yeah, no mention is
moonlight.
made that the moon is
So-
needed.
You know what? For the way that I'm gonna overrule myself in there because the way that I think, the way that my character is flavored, while that would be very helpful in this situation, I like to think that I do it by like slightly rotating the moon so it like.
Reflects more.
Yeah.
Sure, because of earth bending. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
for flavor, I like that. So that makes
Yep.
sense.
So we will say that for Talamh, it has to be outdoors.
Okay.
But because you're rotating the moon, it doesn't matter the phase of the moon.
Yeah, exactly.
Only a full moon. We just had one a week ago.
The tides are something else this.
Uh-oh.
In 3 weeks.
So if I pull her 10 feet closer, can you charge up to her?
Let's see. So she'd be there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yes. Yes,
All
I
right.
can.
5, 10. So I'm going to move myself here. And I'm going to go with kaboom.
Thorn Whip. Nice. That's a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
And you're 5th level, so it does 2d6 damage. So that's nice. Extra little bit of damage.
And she gets pulled 10 feet closer.
Okay.
So for you, is it just like rocks pop up behind them and push them towards you?
Yeah, essentially.
It's kind of like the chain whip of Ivy from Soul Calibur, but it's
With
just
rocks.
made of rocks.
Yeah, I like to think I throw the Dai Li hands at her and pull her towards me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's dope. Okay.
All right.
And
Cool.
yeah, that's I think that's gonna be my turn.
Okay.
All right.
Ridire, you're up.
I'm hoping that this thing has 90-ish hit points, because if so, we've done a very large chunk of that already. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I am attacking with my longsword,
Yep.
and I'm going to two-hand it, because I'm trying to strike down this monster.
Okay.
That's a 22.
That'll hit.
Okay, I'm going to roll. That's 12 slashing damage. Oh, that's a nice slashing damage roll. And I'm going to use my last spell slot to do 2d8 radiant damage, but because it's undead, it takes an additional d8 radiant damage. Oh, man. That's 9. That's the lowest I can roll. But, so that'd still be 18.
How do you want to do this?
Vulnerable. Oh, yes, yes. I run up, and as I'm running, I start just I speak in Celestial, and I just say, it is in Celestial. I say, it is my duty to strike down evil, and the holy energy just flows along my sword, and I just disregarding my shield, take 2 hands and just slice its head off, and the holy energy that pierces through it causes it to dust like Voldemort at the end of Harry Potter.
Well done.
Oh my gosh. That was amazing. Good call on the combo move. I wasn't even thinking about the combo move. That was a really good call.
Oh man, thanks for giving that to us, Chuck.
And I'm just gonna sit there with the sword held down and just the couple of beats and just be like,
I'm gonna walk up and give him a pat on the shoulder, and then I'm gonna take a look around, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, see if there's anything worth
I'm gonna use another usage of divine sense just to triply double check and make sure they're dead. But I'm assuming that my pings faded as I killed each one. So
Yeah. It think E.T. with his glowing heart. When he
Yeah,
dies, it goes
cool.
away.
Awesome. All right.
Now I'm sad.
You had told us that there was another person that you were suspicious of, right?
There's one in the cells.
Yeah, but
One
you had communicated that to us.
Yeah, I had said there's
Okay.
one person. As we kind of walked in, you were like, "Where are they?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Well, there's this guy that's kind of suspicious, but probably here."
I'm going to go
Also-
investigate the suspicious guy, and I'll use divine sense again.
Okay. I'm
I'll
gonna
just
go
investigate this room.
I'm gonna
So I
investigate.
have-
Yeah, up at the end.
Yeah, you guys can keep looking in here. I think the threats mostly ended, at least of this. Obviously, we don't know what the cultists are doing, but I feel like we have a few minutes before they can break down that door. So,
Well, the fun thing is, if they do, they don't really know where you are right now.
yeah, they have no idea what's going on.
We also still have an advantage, kind of, here with the bottlenecking of the
Yeah,
hallways. So
I am completely tapped for spell slots, though. Although I'm going
I
to say
am
right
almost
now,
out.
that was a good usage of my last spell slot,
was a
striking
good
down a
usage.
vampire.
I have my 4th level, 1 3rd level, and 1 1st level.
I've
Yeah,
got.
so as long as I can tank for us, we'll still be okay.
I actually have. I've only used 2 level 2 spell slots, so I've got a few left.
Yeah, paladins burn through them when they're smiting, but it helps take down those boss guys a lot faster, so
It's like-
it's worth it.
Yeah.
As the cultists break into the door, I cast Meld into Stone. Have fun, guys.
All right. So I need either 2 investigation checks or 1 investigation with advantage.
I have a +4 in investigation.
Just help him.
Yeah, I'll help. Well, I mean, he's already got advantage.
I already. I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I got 22. So.
Actually, Talamh, go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Eh,
Eh.
Not bad.
it's better than you were doing upstairs.
See, like, I'm very good at perceiving things, but I don't really know what to make of them.
I was gonna say, roll me a perception check.
There's a boxy shape over there. Don't know what it is. Oh, but you have advantage because you're.
Yeah, so 24.
Okay. Oliver, wandering around, you're looking in coffins, you really don't see anything. You are coming across a whole bunch of candles and stuff. Typical vampire crypt. When your eyes happen upon a chest. Off in the corner, kind of hidden by some rubble.
I'll tell Talamh that there is a chest over here,
Ooh.
and then I will start to walk towards it with her should she choose to come.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go check out the chest.
Okay. Talamh, as you approach the chest, your perception pings as you sense that where everything around you to the whatever direction it is, to the east of whatever this map is, I think it's facing. Yeah. We'll go with cardinal directions here. Basically, on this side, your perception at the wall ends. Your perception to the left reveals more spaces. Your perception up also reveals some spaces.
Oh,
Mm.
interesting. I will tell Mr. Dunwald.
Yeah. I guess I'll tell you to look at the chest, and I will investigate the wall. and see if there's any like loose spots or anything that sticks out about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Talamh, are you gonna try and open the chest?
Sure.
Okay. You open the chest.
All right.
It is not locked. These are vampires. They don't expect anybody to be taking their stuff.
Surprise, it's a vampire in a box.
Well, at least it's not a mimic.
No, I wouldn't throw a mimic after a vampire fight. Gotta
Especially
save those
since you potentially
mimics.
would have to fight all 5, depending on
Yeah.
how you want to do things.
All right.
Yeah, I'm excited to do a quick like post show to put on Patreon today, of how this could have happened. So we're gonna do that after we wrap up here in a little bit.
All right.
But yeah, you open the chest. It is filled with platinum.
Ooh.
There is
Hey.
also in it 9 gemstones. There is also a ring and a gray bag. I guess you don't really see color. So there's a bag.
Everything's gray. Sure, it might as well be.
Oliver quickly looks over and goes, "It's gray."
Yeah, I was like, it is gray. Not that you would know what gray is, but it is gray.
Actually,
No, she
would
had
know.
sight. She had sight when she was a child.
Yeah, that's right. So it is gray. Well, I don't know. Would Oliver know that?
Um,
I'm sure
she
she
probably-
didn't keep it a secret. but,
yeah,
like,
she wouldn't have made any secret that she used to be able to see. She just maybe didn't tell you
Okay.
the specifics of why she can't anymore.
So I'll just say it's gray then.
Okay. Yeah, that's your haul.
Wait.
Oh.
How much platinum specifically?
Do you want to take the time to count it all out right now?
No, we've got cultists
No.
to contend with. But we know it's here.
I don't have identify, so I can't.
You can identify things during a long rest or a short
Right.
rest. I mean, and a long
Seven.
rest technically, I guess. So
So
Well, you can attune.
yeah, you can
Right.
attune to them, which then identifies it for you. But if it's cursed, then you get stuck with the curse. That's the downside of that kind of thing.
So we
feel
don't
like
know the
we-
ring.
Well, let's just leave it, most of it in there for now. Would be my thought. We got it should be relative. Well, no, there might be another secret passage, so maybe we should haul it off some.
Oliver, go ahead and roll that investigation check.
Yeah. 23.
Oh man, you're nailing these investigations.
Gee,
Yeah, can I
So-
say?
Talamh gives a brief description that the wall feels empty on the other side. Oliver, you walk up and you have a staff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably
You-
would have grabbed it by this point, so.
Yeah. You poke the wall in one place with the staff. You poke another area, and then all of a sudden you find a little bit of rock that is loose. And using your staff, you pry out the loose rock, and the whole middle section of this upper wall crumbles around you, revealing a tunnel.
Oh,
secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
through the mountains. Secret tunnel.
I'm assuming Talamh would have noticed, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could try to walk up and like see if I can perceive anything like as far as I can see into the tunnel.
Yeah, even with your passive perception, you don't even have to roll for this. You can tell this goes along the stretch of the keep and then keeps going past your 60 feet.
Well, it's a pretty long tunnel.
Maybe it is a way to get out, or perhaps this could lead to somewhere more serious.
It's possible.
I suppose we should wait for Ridire.
Should we like drag the chest up towards Ridire?
Yeah, sure. We'll start dragging it.
I feel like in
Don't-
case something can come out of the tunnel, we can.
Don't forget you guys have a coin purse of holding.
Oh, that's right. We do.
You each have
Shovel
one.
all the coins into your coin purses of holding, and then it'll tally what they are later for you.
All right. I don't trust the ring. I don't trust the ring though.
I'll grab the ring. I won't put
As
it
long as you
on,
don't-
but I'll
as long as
grab
you
it.
don't put it on. Usually you're okay, but
All right.
Yeah, so
I'll grab
like,
it, but I won't. I
all right,
won't
well,
grab. I won't.
everything
I'll-
goes into the coin purse of holding.
Okay. Except for the bag and the ring. It can't take jewelry or
and the gems.
yeah.
So I'll grab the ring, I guess.
Fine. I guess I'll wad up the bag and shove it in my little side pouch.
Okay.
We'll get him identified later.
Yep.
Ridire,
Yes.
you, while this is all happening, have now approached the guy in the cage.
Yes. Divine sense.
No ping.
Okay, so he's just crazy. What? Why are you in here?
Why are any of us in a cage? Why are you in a cage?
Yep. Okay, that's enough of that for me. I'm gonna walk away. He doesn't look as immediately in need of anything, so I'll leave him down here until we can ascertain his usefulness or dangerousness. And I don't need him wandering around the keep in the meantime. So, because he might just unlock the door and walk out and let all the cultists in. So, and I will go look for the other person that Oliver had told me was in here.
Okay. So you get to her.
Yes.
And at this point, the other two people are down here with you.
Mm-hmm.
They came and hid around the corner by the door, ready to escape upstairs if they needed to.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as they heard the battling and the victory, they moved over to her to talk to her.
Cool. I want to just like, does the lock look really strong?
No.
I want to just shatter it with my sword if that's possible.
Roll to hit.
I'll use my inspiration. Make it a 14.
You don't
I don't
break
need to
your
be. I don't need to be whiffing in front of these people.
Oh, that's my favorite nat 1 ever. An inanimate door.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
He's tired from fighting the vampire.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
No, I use my inspiration as a 14.
Yep. So you hit it, and it opens.
Okay.
It doesn't so much shatter as it hits it
Just kind of
and
falls apart.
falls off. Yeah.
Oh, falls open. Yeah, that's fine. That's all that needs to happen. All right. I trust that these people can kind of help her out. So I will. I'll just kind of like, I hit it, move aside, and gesture for them that it's open now, and walk and rejoin the others.
Okay. Yeah, and they tell her like the vampires are dead. We're safe. It's fine. And she very, very frightened, very skittish, but she does walk out, and they all join you up in the...
Are any of them like wounded to where lay on hands would help them, or are they just malnourished?
They're
and drained of
malnourished.
blood? Okay.
Yeah, they're not even drained of blood.
Okay.
They're all that's left.
I will lead them to the kitchen and help them get some non-poisoned food.
I was gonna say, tell them don't eat the poison stuff.
Yeah, well, the poison stuff's all in the banquet hall, so we'll just leave the banquet hall. Don't go in the banquet hall.
Roll a medicine check.
14.
Okay. You know that if you were to give them food right now, with as malnourished as they are, you'd actually make them more sick.
Oh.
They need to have, like, soup and nothing else for a little bit of time to get used to eating again.
Well, I could probably safely give them some water, yes?
Oh, absolutely. Water is fine.
Okay. I'll give them some water, and then I'll tell them, please try to refrain from making yourself sick. Talamh is a very good cook. We'll have her make you some really good broth.
To which they just look completely thankful and like the first good news they've heard in weeks. And yeah, I'm just gonna delete.
Yeah. I will help Oliver and Talamh. Oh wait, no, they're not dragging the chest. Never mind. They put it in the coin purses. I'll communicate that to Talamh that they're gonna need like some broth or something to help kind of at least stabilize them, and then they can work up from there. And then I'll kind of just man a post near the door again.
I'm gonna
see
be
if
like,
anything's changed.
I'm gonna shout to Ridire. Broth takes about an hour to make. Do you think we've got that long before the cultists break in the door?
Well, I mean, get a fire lit and get some water boiling, and then we can go from there.
Oh, hey, it's Talamh do this, Talamh do that.
I'm asking you to do it because if I do it, I'll mess it up. All right? Is that what you want to hear, Talamh? You're the best cook.
Yes, that is what I wanted to hear.
Oh, Ridire, roll me a perception check.
Okay. Perception 14.
You are hearing lots and lots of angry voices trying to come into the keep.
Cool. I will just make sure that the door looks completely latched and whatnot as best I can. And
I guess
then,
are we all back upstairs?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we gonna keep them going for tonight, or are we calling it there?
I think that's a great place to call it.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Thinking
that was fantastic. That was 2 hours almost on the dot. So
Nice.
If we're lucky and that tunnel you found is an escape route, I'm thinking we can just like trap the hell out of like this main room and like some of these other areas so that they think that we're trying to hold it and then bail.
Yeah.
Guys, it's a hallway. Do you remember what I laid down last time there was a hallway?
Yep.
And hopefully with how commoner they are.
Well, the thing is, you wouldn't be able to leave that spell here because it only lasts a little while. But if they manage to get past anything else we do and chase us down the tunnel, then
Right.
they'll be...
We're just gonna like goad them into walking across the spikes. They don't have that much health.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is like, I mean, unless you want to stay here and like try and systematically kill them all, I'm thinking we can just leave.
Like,
Yeah. The only concern with the tunnel is we don't know if it leads, like it was a werewolf.
Yeah, so it could go
don't
to
know
a
if
den
it-
or something.
Right.
I mean, he was running towards it to get away from us.
Right.
So it's either
But
a
if
place of recuperation, and he was hoping the vampires would take care of us, or it's an escape route. That's my two
Right.
thoughts. So
Right.
and now you'll
But
have a whole week to debate what you want to do.
yep.
All right, with that, for all of us here at Roll for Initiative, have a good night, everybody. I'm going to hit my outro button and see if this works. Good night.
Woo, outro.
right.
Good night.
Hey, PsychGuy here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out some of our other videos. And If you like what you see and you want to support us, go check out our Patreon page where we have exclusive videos, sneak peek content, and a lot more coming down the road. Also, I hope you roll those nat 20s and avoid those critical fails. Thanks for watching.